Gonna try Narioha tonight. It's Friday. Friday. Cheers. So good. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Samson. I'm a new immigrant to Canada from Hong Kong. 歡迎大家翻到嚟我嘅 channel。我名係 Samson。我咧就移咗過嚟加拿大咧已經2個月啦。So I like to make a video about my life over here. Basically, it's like a journey that I started since I moved here. I want to use this vlog to document my life in Vancouver. So today, I'd like to talk about 5 reasons why I pick Canada over the UK. And it's quite an interesting topic because some of my group mates from a group whom I've been teaching English with, they kind of asked me, so hey, like, why would you go to Canada while the UK is the obvious choice for Hong Kong people? And so there are millions reasons, just like the song. Million reasons. Lady Gaga, who knows this song? Anyway, among millions of reasons, I just want to pick up 5 of them to talk about them and just kind of like the top 5, you know? And they are the main reason why I picked Canada over the UK. And so, yeah, let's talk about that. So the first reason, I have some notes that I jotted down here on my phone, is kind of weird to say, but it's the accent. So the first reason why I picked Canada over the UK, because as an ESL, as in English as second language, for a person like myself to go to the UK, it would have been a really difficult adjustment, as in to understand the surrounding and the people, like the way how they talk and how they use their words, phrases, or sentences. Those are very important things in life. Take a long time to adjust as well. But for me, probably people would say like, you speak English, you know the language, and British, they just have their own accent, no biggie. But actually it is a big deal, because a lot of people who thought how the British people talk in a certain way, probably for the majority of them, they would think that it's like the standard British accent, you know, the way how people talk on BBC News or like other British drama that they watch, like Sherlock. But in reality, for some of those who are watching my videos, I know you're a new immigrant to the UK, then you know what I'm talking about. If you move to, say, like Newcastle, they have their own accent. If you're in Liverpool, they have their own accent as well. And if you're in Sheffield, they have their own way to talk. So no matter where you go, just like UK is not a big place, but it's just on this island, they have over like 100 different British accent, which is crazy. 咁我啱就提到咧，其實我點解會揀咗過嚟加拿大就唔揀英國咧？就因為其實我唔想講，其實係因為個口音問題啦。咁作為一個英文係第二語言嘅一個人，就係移民去英國咧，其實有一定嘅難度，因為啲人可能成日覺得英國嗰個口音其實都咪就係好似你睇 BBC 睇英劇。嗰啲好 posh 好優雅嗰啲咁嘅英式口音，咁其實有幾難啫。咁有啲人都會話Samson 你都識英文啦，咁其實怕咩喎？咁但係其實如果作為觀眾嘅你睇緊我呢段片嘅，好有可能其實你已經移民咗過去英國，咁你就會知道咧。我想講嘅就係其實去到每一個唔同嘅地區啦，咁英國口音都分咗好多種。咁無論你由一個小村仔去第二個小村仔，或者一個城市去第二個城市，嗰個口音已經完全唔同咗。咁作為英文唔係第一語言嘅人嚟講咧，其實去到嗰度要真係適應 重新適應人哋點樣講英文嗰方法咧，其實係好難嘅。咁但係過嚟加拿大咧，因為呢邊嘅口音咧，其實係好容易明嘅。The accent over here is almost it's like the North American accent for me is pretty easy to deal with because growing up I've been watching a lot of American TV shows. A lot of my friends are Americans too. 咁我有好多朋友咧，佢哋都係美國人啊，係啊，or they're Canadians 嘅加拿大人。咁所以其實我搬過嚟呢一邊其實會容易。This wine is so good. Point two, I would say the culture. So, believe it or not, I would say Canadian culture is a little bit more outgoing. So I'm more extroverted. I love hanging out with people. I love chit chatting with strangers, which is a really common thing to do in Canada. Say if I go down to the grocery store, the chances that I will start chit chatting with the cashier and just ask us like, "Hey, how's it going? How's your day?" Like like talk about the weather. Like that part's probably pretty similar as the British. We talk about weather a lot too over here in Canada. 我之所以揀加拿大冇揀到英國咧，第二個原因咧就係因為我覺得呢度嘅文化咧比較外向一啲，咁我個人都比較中意同人哋傾偈啊，即係同人哋搭下訕啊咁樣。咁過到嚟呢邊其實你真係行街咁，例如話你去超級市場買嘢咁，其實個收銀員都可能會真係同你講就話。你今日過成點啊？跟住佢同英國人咧有一點好共通嘅咧，就係成日講天氣啦，今日落雨喎，成日都落雨嗰啲咁樣。咁喺英國咧，in the UK, I only travel there. Just correct me if I'm wrong. If you want to have any correction, feel free. Go down to the comment section and just let me know. In my experience, is that British they don't really make this kind of chit chat conversation unless you're in more, I guess, in villages, then people would do that. Over here, I don't even live in like a village or like in a rural area. I live in Burnaby. People already kind of like outgoing, friendly, and like they talk to strangers. Versus if I pick London or other big city in the UK, then people would find me really weird if I start making conversations. Like ask them like, "How are you?" or like ask you like how's your day been, like all these things. It's kind of like strange. It's not really, I think it's not really ingrained in the British culture. But again, UK it's not huge, but it's not small for sure. They have villages. I'm sure people are really friendly. They talk to strangers as well. But for a person like my age, like in my 20s, going to the UK, definitely I will live in a city. In that case, the adjustment will be more. 咁其實對我嚟講，我就應該如果我搬咗過英國嘅話，咁我應該都係會住喺大城市倫敦啊，或者住喺曼城啊咁樣。咁嗰度啲人可能會比較冷漠一啲，比較 cold 一啲，咁佢哋唔會話同你咁喺度吹下水咁樣，啲人會覺得佢奇怪，突然間你走過去同人哋吹水係咪？Okay, let's move on to point three. Point three, it's gonna be controversial. Let's just put it that way, because it relates to Brexit, and as difficult as it is to talk about Brexit, I need to incorporate into this video because I think it's really a big reason too. So if we go down to the road about Brexit, I just gotta be really careful about it because I know some people who's watching this probably want to shoot me. Just don't shoot me. It's just my personal opinion, okay? So first of all, Canada as a country is massive. The land mass is basically the whole up north part of North America is all Canada. If Canada cut off from the US, yes, like economically speaking, Canada's gonna suffer a lot. But will Canada survive? Very likely, because this country is massive. Just like the internal like trades already a lot. So by like selling and buying activities within the country, the economy can float by itself without the U.S. And why I talk about like cutting off the US, because I just want to make the similar analogy to the UK, because that's what exactly they're doing right now. They cut the entire island off from Europe and like start remaking those arrangement with the EU, and kind of establishing this like new situation where foreigners don't live in the UK, and people are kind of like keep UK as like an independent entity economically speaking. And so it just, I see in the long run, living in the UK, the job opportunity might not be as good going forward. And in the long run, if say like establishing myself in the UK is, I can see the challenges ahead, and that's kind of why I think Canada is more my choice than the UK. But again, I understand that it's a really complicated topic like Brexit. Like everybody can write hundreds of thousands of papers to talk about this topic。咁我就想講就話咧，我揀咗加拿大就唔揀，冇揀到英國咧，就係牽涉到一個比較敏感啲嘅話題，就係脱歐。咁我啱啱就講就話加拿大如果唔同美國做生意，加拿大自己一個國家，佢會唔會生存到落去呢？會生存到嘅，因為加拿大係一個咁大嘅一個國家咧，入面嘅資源係好充足啦，同埋喺加拿大境內即係買賣嗰個次數已經可以即係令到加拿大自己本身可以維持到嗰個經濟啦。咁但係相比英國，英國比較一個資源都豐富，但係一個咁細嘅島，咁佢離開咗歐盟，咁我會睇到佢將來嗰個經濟前景其實唔多樂觀。咁長遠嚟計，會唔會好難喺英國度揾嘢做同埋生活？我覺得嚟緊有一定嘅難度，咁所以我就其實呢個都係其中一個原因。咁當然啦，呢個我自己個人見解，咁出面有好多人，佢哋都有自己個人唔同嘅意見，包括英國人自己在內，佢哋自己都有唔同意見，覺得脱歐係好嘅、差嘅，大家都有自己唔同嘅見解，但係只係我自己見解咧，就係呢個會係我第三個 point 咯。Point 4. This one is a good one. So it's this amount of space that you can have here. So in Canada, I want to show you, this is my room. It's very big. And I'm not earning that much. The chance that you're gonna find something affordable to live in Greater Vancouver is actually quite easy. Versus, again, in my 20s, living in a city, that kind of setting. I'm not talking about villages. I'm not talking about, living in the middle of nowhere, that kind of places. I'm talking about still within the city kind of setting. Finding an affordable accommodation is easier in Canada compared to the UK. Because in the UK, if I stay in London, the rent will be enormous. So this room cost me $650 Canadian dollars per month to live. Versus in London, this room probably gonna cost another $200, which is a lot of money. And it just, by the amount of money that I'm paying, I get more here, more space, almost the same quality of living as in London. Hard to compare, but I guess I'm trying to make the best comparison out of this. And also, not to mention, apart from this room, there's not just the place I stay in, right? Like I can go outside. So when I go outside, the amount of space that you get in Canada is a lot. You can walk up and down the streets and no need to wear a mask, because you just maybe see one or maybe two people walking down the street, or sometimes no one at all. You can enjoy the amount of nature as much as you want. Versus big city in the UK is quite congested. No matter where you go, it's quite crowded. You have like people everywhere, it's like walking around. 咁其實咧，加拿大呢度咧，我第四個 point 咧就係你可以有嘅空間其實會多好多。我啱就講到咧，呢一間房我俾緊650蚊加紙一個月，其實就唔係真係好多錢咯。咁你俾一個咁低嘅價錢嘅時候， 但係你有嘅嗰個空間其實係唔錯，其實係幾多嘅咯。咁同埋我都唔係淨係留喺間房入面噶嘛，我可以出去行下咁。咁例如話我而家咁樣出去喺我呢條街咁行出行入，其實真係可以一個人都見唔到，又即係有時淨係見到一兩個人咁樣行經過呢條街。咁出面仲有當然好綠油油啦，好多樹啊，好多草地啊。咁所以其實你好近大自然，你每一日嘅空氣嗰個質素非常之高啦，亦都好舒服啦，好多空間嘅。咁相比起即係大城市啦嚇，唔好講話啲鄉村，即係英國嘅鄉村。咁大城市例如喺倫敦曼城呢啲咁樣嘅大城市，你一出到街，你可能已經見到唔少人。咁喺呢度嗰個私隱度啦，同埋擁有嗰個私人空間，其實真係多咗好多咯。咁呢個真係令到我覺得加拿大係好過英國。呢個只係係咯，個面積上同埋嗰個環境上嗰個限制，咁呢個都冇辦法。英國本身就係一個島，係咪？咁空間有限，咁同香港一樣，就係你唔夠地嘅時候，咁啲人就唯有住得密啲咯。I would say the geography. So I live in British Columbia, which is a place that probably the most beautiful place that I ever been to. You have all these beautiful mountains. The mountain range is go on and on, like all the way to up north and all the way to the east to Alberta. And I love mountains. Mountains is always like something so dearly like ingrained within me because like coming from Hong Kong, like mountains is part of us. So the mountains here are way taller, way more majestic compared to the mountains in Hong Kong, and I love that. Since the first time I've been here in 2014, I already fell in love with the environment, like how beautiful the mountains are, and also you kind of get a bit of everything here. Like you have the mountains, and then you have the beaches. You also have the parks. So it's just all different kind of natural environment that you can be in, and it's really awesome. Versus the UK, also pretty green, but the thing is, this island, the England is mostly flat unless you go to Scotland, then you have the mountain range. But again, it's pretty limited. And so for me, something that is like always very dearly ingrained that I want to live in a place where I can see mountains. And so yeah, so these are the top 5 points why I pick Canada over the UK. And I hope that you enjoy this video, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye!